Sharing is caring. A bong. I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never wanna let you go. 'Cause you started something, oh can't you see? That ever since the day you had a hold on me. It's crazy but it's true. I only wanna be with you. It doesn't matter where you go or what you do. I wanna spend each moment of the day with you. Now look what happened with just one kiss. I never knew that I could be in love like this. No matter what you do, I only wanna be with you. You stopped and smiled at me, asked if I'd care to dance. I fell into your open arms, I didn't stand a chance. Oh, hear me talking, I just wanna be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, baby, I don't care. 'Cause you started something, can't you see? That ever since the day you had a hold on me. It's crazy, but it's true. I only wanna be with you. No matter what you do, I only wanna be with you. You stopped and smiled at me, asked if I'd care to dance. I fell into your open arms, I didn't stand a chance. Oh, hear me talking, I just wanna be beside you everywhere. As long as we're together, baby, I don't care. 'Cause you started something, oh, can't you see? That ever since the day you had a hold on me. It's crazy, but it's true. I only wanna be with you. I said no matter what you do, I only wanna be with you. Oh, you're going out to the cinema, Mark. Well, enjoy the movies and catch them tomorrow. Yeah, you got some requests in, and if you haven't got your coat on, you're running out the door just yet. I think I would. I liked your suggestions, mate. That's a good starting off point. But like you say, catch him the next day. What are you going to see? That outdoor cinema thing. Back to the chut-chuts. Future, we called it chut-chuts when Alexis was only learning to speak English. Because he was obsessed with that film as a 3-year-old. And why not? It's a classic. Yes. That'll be good. Good evening, Neil, and I second that. Good evening to the Rabbit Room's massive, yo. Word. Here's one by me. Nice to have you on, Pat. Back before our folks were born, when microphones were basic, when there was only analog, no digital replacement. The phonograph was all we had to play music on. It's funny now we walk around with an iPod full of songs. When making a recording, it was all done on the spot. You had to get it right first time, one take was all you got. And though it wasn't perfect, at least it was sincere. I miss the muddy water now, the river runs so clear. The demise of private enterprise wreaked havoc in my town, since the corporate record store forced the others to close down. Now everywhere is nowhere and the roads all look the same, but no one seems to notice and shareholders don't complain. They pressed it onto vinyl, a lot of people bought them. Now they're in the corner, growing moldy and forgotten. That 45 was fine by me in all its faded glory. I preferred it when there were two sides to every story. Some ask what's with the accent, you sound like a hillbilly. Don't you know that's my intention, I do that deliberately. I found it's where my heart is, no parody or ploy. I just pretend I'm singing back when Bob was still a boy. Back when Bob was still a boy. Back when Bob was still a boy. Boy. When Bob was still a boy. When Dan could still remember the words to the verses. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for coming on again, sir. And thank you for finding me on Bandcamp the other day. They sent me an email patting themselves on the back for being so easily found on Google. So, yes, they are. They're like the second or third thing you may come across when searching Dolbro Dan. So, I do appreciate you finding me on that and supporting me that way. I like this. One of the YouTube emoticons doesn't come across particularly well. It's like there's clapping hands and then there's like wash hands. I've seen this before. It's a slightly different thing and it doesn't actually translate onto the chat room for some reason. So thank you for washing your hands. Good. It's very important this time during this season, you know. I'm going to sing another one Mark suggested. We did it the other week. But we can do it again, sure. I'd be getting a harmonica here, I think. Let's go looking. Love how you recorded this one, going really lo-fi. Thank you, Mark. I think I asked him would he turn all the high end down or something at the very end of it, and then we recorded the sound of a vinyl crackling in the background. Now it's an old enough one now. I guess this is an A. I'm gonna have to find out the hard way. Remember that noise, everybody? Yeah, that's A. As I say, using short codes rather than Unicodes, tisk tisk. I went to deliver some goodies to Mark's the other day, and we could have sat on the doorstep talking about how you could integrate the Google Sheets API with the YouTube API so that you could save yourself time. And I was like, in theory, I'd be all up for that. I really would. But I would have to clone myself and lock him in a cellar and force him to do it for me and whip him for the next 10 years, and then maybe we'd learn. Sounds terrible. You seen The Prestige, you know, or flipping Rick and Morty. It's terrible. Here's Morning Train. My life has been tainted with sadness. My life has been tarnished by pain. It's a year to the day since I drifted away, left town on the first morning train. I never heard silence like it while waiting upon the platform. Then the mist of the dawn did swallow me whole, and when it dispersed I was gone. I should not have run from my problems. They followed me from coast to coast. I thought I was free till my problems robbed me of what I cherish most. Robbed me of what I cherish most. By the time I arrived, I was weary. I had nowhere to lay my head, At last I discovered a dusty old cupboard, 400 up front for the rent. I told them all I was an artist, and that's how I'd make ends meet. But it didn't work out, 'cause I gave in to doubt, so none of my works were complete. So I buried my worries with beer cans and ashtrays filled to the brim. That kind of lifestyle only works for a while, till sorrow escapes from your skin. Till sorrow seeps out from your skin. Whoa. Well, the next thing I knew, I was running. Before long I ran out of breath. If only I'd known which direction to go, always second guessing myself. My life ain't as bad as I make out. I've really no cause for complaint. And like you predicted, I bought me a ticket. I'll come back on the first morning train. Thank you, Mark. All the best. Enjoy the movies. That's Morning Train off Singing Homemade Music. Hope you're enjoying the album, Michael. What's going on? Hey, Ross, thank you for coming along for a listen tonight. Just tuned in. Happy days, buddy. Hope you're keeping well over in Liverpool. I try and just sort of give general areas. I'm being too exact about some details. I'm like, I'm on a live stream here. There could be maniacs and stalkers and creeps hiding in the hedge if I go around divulging people's whereabouts. So somewhere in the greater Liverpool area, there's a man called Ross Campbell, but you'll never find him. Thank you, Neil. Master of disguise. So I hope you've had a good weekend, or are having one yet still. Get on with the good news, will I? About the whole, you know me, about the flipping giveaways and all of that malarkey. Normally it's a case of, would you like to request a song? Now it's a case of, would you like to win chicken goujons and a pint of Guinness from the Jamaica Inn? Oh yes, I went there, and with the help of my cohort, Mr. Ross Des Cairns, who pretty much went down and brokered the whole deal with Dave and co down to Jamaica Inn. And there's a giveaway, which is great news. And the links in, you know, the descriptions, wherever they may be. So hopefully if you're Bangor based or Northern Ireland based and don't mind a journey to Ballyhome, it's pretty much like where you went before when you were doing a song request, which I need to go and look up now, but I'll talk you through it here briefly anyway, since we have a good 20 peoples here, and we will get to the bottom of this. It's running till Friday, and it's a case of just email and choose a song, but you know the song list has about 200 options and more, pardon me, so therefore let me do one other thing. This needs to stay on top. Come on, Dan. You can work it out. Always on top. Alright. Then follow me, kiddies. You. This way. And the hyperlinks are dead. La 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 la. Here we go. Whee! Alright, where are we going? We are going to Ibiza. No, we're not going to Ibiza. What's the point in going to Ibiza? You turn up and sit there for 14 days in a hotel and then have to leave. We're going to folkdope.com, and voila. Hit the prize draw. Hit this picture or hit either of these colored links, and in you go. You do pretty much like you would have done with the song suggestion thing. Only because I had like so many songs, I thought, why don't we just round it down to pick a artist that you wouldn't mind. So then what that means is that on Friday I'll go live, and we'll pick a name from the hat basically, but anyone who suggested a song, we'll pick like 10. There'll be a short list. It'll be oh so exciting. It'll be nail biting, and someone's gonna win some tasty yums. I'm also getting into the jingle business here, so if anyone needs a jingle, I'll dream you one up. Good evening, Eugene. Good evening, Nikki. How did the house moving go? You moved from Grimsport up to Belfast. I see. I thought it was the other way around. That's the way I'd have done it. Back headphones. Which means I gotta drop it. I was doing my old Postman Pat routine on Tuesday, but it only ended up being one drop off and one collection, so I wouldn't be a very good postman. Quit while you're ahead. I mean, you can't. You could play it, of course. Could I? Evening, William. A student of Confucius, feeling kinda useless, not got a job. It's obvious to some of us, and ordinary people think it's kind of odd. The sun has subsided behind the horizon, but I don't mind. It's safe to assume there's room for improvement, but of what kind? Revolving and dissolving, I tore myself in two, then rang a random helpline to ask what I should do. When I got through, they just said, buddy, quit while you're ahead. They just said, buddy, oh, quit while you're ahead. Evidence, wiped away the fingerprints and shredded files, which is another way to say I couldn't face the music, now I'm in denial. You keep on persisting, I'll end up confessing to any crime. No, I haven't been to prison, but that doesn't mean I don't know how to do hard times. Oh, easy on yourself, they say, why don't you come clean? You never done those things at all, it probably was a dream. Come on now, buddy, quit while you're ahead. Come on now, buddy, oh, quit while you're ahead. Come on now, buddy, oh, buddy, well, I highly recommend you better quit while you're ahead. Thank you, Neil McConnell. You got Sagat shaking his shoulders. Thank you very much, mate. How you keeping? Are you working from home still, or is your office reopening? And good evening, Catherine. Thank you very much. Sounding great. I'm glad you like. Could I play a Coldplay track? We can try that. I'll see if that loop pedal of mine will work. I only got the one Coldplay track, not loop pedal. What else? Driving through nature, listening to your beautiful album. And you're in Belgium, I believe, Michael. Is that right? That's some good nature out there, I'm sure. No quitting, i.e. no talking. Get on with it. Whip, crack away, whip, crack away, whip, crack away. Anything by Dan Mulligan, not a problem. That was by me. Get you another couple. By themselves. 2 more weeks, then we must go it alone into the blue, or falling like a stone. I watched you stretching your wings. I heard you learning to sing. You wave goodbye. I wish you all the best. You left the nest yesterday. Dark nights facing my fears. Linger at your peril, calls the passing sparrow. Carry on, sweet carrion, cried the harbinger, circling over me. Whether to test my feathers or wait here to die. Thank you, Matt. Towards the forest floor or the sky high above us. Tomorrow I'll know for sure by the dawn chorus. If I can fly, if I can fly, if I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. Thank you, folks. That's Birdsong, Dawn Chorus by yours truly. Yours truly. Canting Speakings. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jackie. Riding through the desert, singing this twisted song. So much stuff hiding in my trunk. It doesn't matter which side of the road I'm on. I'm a slave to the craving, I've got it bad. No one could save me, now I know. I really should have listened to Mom and Dad. My body is breaking, my heart is aching, but my mind long ago gave up complaining. And it's only a matter of time before I'm lost forever in that country, the kind of place I never thought I'd be. Walls closing in on me, fighting back devils you can't see. All the health warnings I keep ignoring, soon I'll be living proof. Every morning, ugly story, clinging on to lies instead of the truth. And I swear if I ever make it out of here, I'll change my ways. As I stare in the mirror, my reflection smiles and says, you know, I wasn't born yesterday. I don't dare pay the bill come checkout time. I must have lost my wallet when I lost my mind. The same excuse I always use. Lost forever in that country, the kind of place I never thought I'd be. Last opportunity to try and reclaim a little sanity. Oh, I can't see the wood or even the trees for all these horrific memories. Oh, Lord, won't you please save me from bad country? Well, since I bought the ticket, guess I'll take the ride. I wonder what it's like on the other side. One more for the road I fear and loathe, leading all the way to that country, that country, that country, that country. Happy birthday, John Shire, who's a man who likes his Hunter S. Thompson. We played that movie till, I think it was, if it was a VHS, the tape was worn to death by the time we moved out of our, well, John didn't live there, but he was like, you know, near enough always there. You know, the first house you move into after school. Rich tea nibbling, excuse me. Bad Country. Another quote-unquote hit. There they are, Neil, thank you. What's he doing? Looking for harmonica Kaz. Good evening, Raina. Is it sunny over there where you are? I'm no sound engineer. Good evening, John. But they tell me you get a better sound when you point it at the object of your desire. Dear me. Catching up to do, have you, John? Yes, they're coming thick and fast now, actually. I did that Wednesday one. 2 Wednesday ones now. No, one was a Thursday, pardon me, but midweeky kind of thing. So good for those who are working away during the day. But yeah, I believe I got a couple of bookings. Well, I got one booking that I haven't replied to yet, but so I'll get back to that one. And one confirmed, like a sort of garden party thing, you know, social distancing and meters and so forth. And that's the kind of way I think the summer's gonna unfold. So I'm gonna probably add that to my website as well, allowing me to do garden parties and stuff like that. Did he not tell this story last week? Well, John, you know me, I probably did. You'll hear all the same stories eventually. Get some blues going on here. I mean, I've got one in the key of duh. I do. Thank you, Victor. How are you keeping? I need to get by there I owe you a poster or two, I'd say, to where you reside. Somewhere in the BT20, BT19 area. I'll say no more. Everyone's getting Ken tonight. I don't know. He's the favor of the Streamlabs animation algorithm tonight. No bad thing. Thank you for hitting the wee like buttons and the share buttons and the. I think you get one if you follow me, but I guess you all do. On the Dolbro Dan side, of course. And if you're watching on YouTube, you get one for subscribing. Of trouble in electric blue. In her own mad mind, she's in love with you. Now what you gonna do? Strange brew, killing what's inside of you. She's some kind of demon dusting through the. If you don't watch out, it'll stick to you. Well, what you gonna prove? Strange brew, killing what's inside of you. That's floating on a raging sea. She will make a scene for it all to be ignored. And wouldn't you be bored? Strange brew, killing what's inside of you. Thank you, folks. I'd dedicate that one to Adrian and Leslie, other Rabbit Rooms regulars. That I don't know if they use too much Facebook this weather. Adrian's got the big, long, white hair, cool guy, plays the blues and good guitars, skills and so forth. So anyone bumps into him around Bangor, remember me to him to me, as Dylan would say. I hope they're doing alright. Nibble, nibble, noo, noo. Another good place you'd see them is doing a beach clean. Leslie's very keen on keeping the beach clean. Do you mind if I jump over to that song suggestion thingy my booble? Because oh why yes, someone asked for Coldplay. Catherine asked for Coldplay. I get the flippin' looper on, will I? You're a looper. Right, well let's see. Does it work? And then I'll look up a tune or two. Here we go. I'm gonna kick my water over. Exciting. Let me just adjust myself. We're free. All right. Oh, these loopers. That's it. Gave me style and gave me grace. God put a smile upon my face. Nobody knows. Don't ever say you're on your way down. God gave me style and gave me grace, then wiped the smile right off my face. When you work it out, I'm worse than you. Gave me style and gave me grace, then put a smile upon do. Coldplay by God, put a smile on his face. As I say, the folkdub/song list thing should work. I'm gonna go look it up. That's yep. Here we go. Oh, Simon's late to the party. Simon's suggesting songs. We did a good Vanna Hollis Brown last week, Simon, I'll tell you. In fact, I can just dig it up quite easy. Pardon me, hold on. Come back. Mucking around here. You know me, aim of the game is to keep it fresh. And part of that is to play the songs that, or not to overplay certain songs that would get, that then when you played them, they wouldn't have any, they wouldn't have any vibes. So what I've got here, if I just jump in and show you, you've seen this all before, maybe most of you. Just jump across quickly, and that's last week's, the tunes of last week's, or just this week actually, Desolation Row and so forth, yeah. So I've copied you, Simon, for your listening pleasure, that Hollis Brown, and I'll chuck it into the, whoops, let's get the camera on, I will chuck it into the comments section for you now. And you can listen to that now and come back, or later and come back. It's that's the timestamp, so we'll maybe do a different, something else, Dylan-y, and maybe I'll play like a 4 or 5 chord song if you like. But thank you very much, sir, for joining me. You're always welcome. Thank you, Angie. Another regular, Richard Cory. That has been a long time coming. We'll do Richard Cory, Simon. Good suggestions, Ross. Yes. Hey, SJ. How's the kin? How's the bird? How are the girls? Listening to Dirt earlier, yes, it is an album and a half, yeah. I was the same a few weeks ago. I said to the housemate, well, I think he'd been mucking about on the guitar, learning something or other. Just said to him, like, well, you know, play the thing. You're teasing me with all these little bits and pieces. Let's play the whole album. So forth. I believe them bones are me. Odd time signatures and everything for that one. I got to turn the light on here. We've lost a bit of daylight there. 2 ticks. Okay. So let me see how this Richard Cory thing goes again. I might take the headphones off so that I can focus entirely on the fretboard and where I should be landing my fingers. Okay, I got the wrong harmonica here. We want to do this authentic, yeah? We're playing in the key of D, thus we don't need the key of D to play the harmonica, sorry. We need G, do we? What was a mystery to me? G would be the 4th of... A would be the... I think it's... A's the 4th above D. Or G's the 4th above D. Is that right? Yeah, he's the 5th. Got it. Caught it. Sorry. They're in the garden. Glass of finish. Good things, good times. Glass of wine. Auto protect. Red or white or rosé, SJ? Sounds more authentic, what? They say that Richard Cory owns one half of this whole town, with political connections to spread his wealth around. Born into society, a banker's only child, he had everything a man could want: power, grace, and style. But I work in his factory, and I curse the life I'm living, and I curse my poverty, and I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be Richard Cory. The papers print his picture almost everywhere he goes. Richard Cory at the opera, Richard Cory at the shows, and the rumors of his parties and the orgies on his yacht. Oh, he surely must be happy with everything he's got. But I work in his factory, and I curse the life I'm living, and I curse my poverty, and I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be Richard Cory. He freely gave to charity, he had the common touch. They were grateful for his patronage, they thanked him very much. So my mind filled up with wonder when the evening headlines read, Richard Cory went home last night, put a bullet through his head. But I work in his factory, and I curse the life I'm living, and I curse my poverty, and I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be Richard Cory. Thank you. Richard Cory, Simon and Garfunkel. It's good tune, good tune. Thank you, Neil. Who's in the house? Simey, happy days. Simey's waving at me from Switzerland. How are you, buddy? I can't explain glacial motion, or why Los Angeles don't drop into the ocean. I can't unfold the layers of mystery, or piece together the tragedy of history. But those lucky suckers, they don't have to work. Big 3D billboards and big 30-foot smooth. Everybody wants to be naked and famous. Everybody wanna be just like me. I'm naked and famous. I met a poet, said she didn't like the smell of it. She took her clothes off in a restaurant for the hell of it. I met a DJ who lived in seclusion. Reality and sobriety were her only delusions. And those lucky fuckers, they don't have to work. Big 3D billboards and big 30-foot smurfs. Everybody wants to be naked and famous. Everybody wanna be just like me. I'm naked and famous. Don't get a nosebleed, don't get upset. We can't be naked and famous just yet. There's a big old dollar sign on the Sunset Strip. You can send your friend a postcard, it ain't worth the trip. Everybody wants to be naked and famous. Everybody wanna be just like me, I'm naked. Everybody wants to be naked and famous. Everybody wanna be just like me, I'm naked and famous. I don't know if you can hear that. I got the mics in there and it gets picked up and goes all the way in the hall, but down the hall, so I can kind of hear the 15 seconds ago end of the songs. Gotta say, it sounds quite bassy and good body sound, like. So I hope it's not sound pollution in a bad way. I'll take out a drop tea here a second here. Yeah, I think, we got there in the end with all these. Oh, I wouldn't be so confident with playing on that looper too much, because for one thing, it's a Dutch courage kind of thing, actually. Turn it on and have a go at soloing when I've had a couple of pints at the bar and everyone's warmed up and I'm warmed up and everything else, you know. I know there's some folks make pretty good set lists out of just using nothing but the looper, but you know, not I. Back with me, he says, since you're a bit early to the cinema. Well, but you gotta be early, right? You're gonna sit right at the back if you turn up too late, huh? So you set off with enough time to get a good seat, if you will. Park your car, i.e. quite close to the front of the screen thing. So what are they doing? Just hanging a big old sheet between the cranes or what? Rock and roll ain't noise pollution. Thank you, Sammy. Alright, let's give that one a whirl then. I was up for a wee dander near the Bangor Town Hall anyway, so just the other night. It always reminds me of this song a little bit, since I did go knocking, I did go calling, going, let's clarify here. What's the deal? Can I play or can't I play? And in that instance, they were, of course you can play. Here is an application form to our busking contest. I'm like, no, just in general, can I go busking out in the streets? And they were like, we don't mind. Who's saying you can't? You know, I'm like, I don't know. You're the government. Find out. Tell me, would you? It's one of those things. As I said about Wednesday, I guess I read later Anne Gardner had put up that she'd been down to I saw it in the comments and didn't see it till later on that she'd been down, and then went, well, where's the music? Where's Dolbro Dan? Cancelled for rain, said the man there. which was a little white lie, I think, because it was pretty solid. It wasn't gonna rain, so they just fob off the general public with a little half-truth, and he says, maybe there'll be music next week. Well, we'll see. Wouldn't mind if there was. Do you know? They're afraid of, you know, an invasion of hordes of Dolbro Dan fans, all contaminating everybody with my music. Right, ready? Actually, it's gonna turn. I think it could rain later, actually. That's meant to be a blues run. Let's do it again. Yay. It was sunny in the morning. That's how it all began. I was hoping to go busking. That had always been the plan. So I set off for town now. Listen close to what ensued. This here's just the story of how I got those public nuisance blues. Hardly started strumming, not barely sung a word, when along came confrontation, not enjoying what he heard. He told me I was over, how I had no right to play. If you ain't got a license, son, you'd better be gone on your way. Thought I'd ever be accused, but no matter what I tried to say or do, I was a public nuisance. I got those public nuisance blues. I was a public nuisance. I got those public nuisance blues. Validate the news. Do I really need a permit? Oh, just to sing the blues? I asked in each department. I even asked the mayor, who responded, to be honest, you're free to play the guitar anywhere. Let me quote her, 'cause it was only a hunch. So she said to leave it with her, and she'd call me after lunch. But as the afternoon passed by, I didn't hold out much hope. Am I already too late? Am I already on that slippery slope? I ain't no shoplifter, my arms aren't strong enough. I don't vandalize or loiter, harass, hustle, or bluff. Thank you, Alex. All I do is sing for loose change from people passing by. I know the world's gone crazy lately, but how is that a crime? I never thought I'd ever be accused, but no matter what I tried to say or do, I was a public nuisance. I got those public nuisance blues. The next time I see that guy, I'll speak the truth. He's got it back to front and misconstrued. It's him, he's a public nuisance. He's got those public nuisance blues. Thank you. Well, more like these days. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Neil. So let's find some songs. Keep the songs a coming. Just because I've not really having tons and tons of stories for you this week. I got the raised flower beds and had a jaunt to B&Q on Saturday, and it wasn't that painful, I gotta say. You know, you got in the end and we got out. In fact, queuing up to get out, I forgot some nails. I'm like, running back to the nail aisle, and then ducking under the barrier to get. Basically, I didn't want to throw a bag of nails. Quick, scan these, because other people are like waiting to get served, and I was only gone a second. Got home and the weather held. 5 p.m. nice and warm, shorts on, got the paintbrushes out, and got Mr. McRoberts raised baskets. Got them a first coat. So just saying that because Coughlin and Fallon are in the house. How are you keeping tonight? Silver Clouds, haven't done that in ages actually, Coughlin, so we shall have a go. But I'm gonna look up, say, the picking of songs. Some people may have left suggestions, and of course get yourselves over and enter the contest for a 20 quid voucher for Jamaica Inn. Song requests. Definitely Mark's thrown a few in here. But maybe no advances on Mark's. But he has asked for Daysleeper by R.E.M, which I love, and Mr. Tambourine Man, which I love, and Talking Bike Crash, which was from Brian and Mary, which isn't a bad suggestion either. And I played Geordie's Stay last week, so I did. And I did do Dream Within a Dream for Martin last week, that's true. And Black Velvet Band, also Mark suggested, and In Bloom, because it's summertime and the weather is, well, there's one I could do, of course. Summertime. And Pearl Jam as well. This I'm gonna have another go with a loop, because when you get it right, it's a nice song with a little bit of solo in between. Just pick out the melody. Yes, Angie. Head over to folkdope.com, and right there on the front page is a big picture. No, it's really, I just announced this little the promotion. I got my hands on the voucher when Ross went to the bar to order himself some Guinness on Friday night, and then when it was in my possession, I'm like, now what do I do? So had to figure out, because there's do's and don'ts with these Facebook things. You see these all the time where it's like and share to enter. Technically Facebook thinks that's illegal. It's not illegal, it's against their guidelines. You know, Facebook police will come kick your door down. So by all means do share and do like, but it's not a means, it's not the way to enter the contest. To enter the contest, you jump over to folkdope.com after your name and an email address so that I can email you if you win, or just email you in general. No, I'm not going to spam you. I hate spam. But it means then that I have the good old spreadsheet. You know me, I love my spreadsheets. There's a spreadsheet, and then I'll be like, otherwise I've seen people doing like competitions, and it's like based on who's shared it, and then you're kind of like dragging the mouse down over a Facebook page. You ever tried doing that? Copying and then pasting that into a Word document? It's going to look like a dog's dinner, and it's not clean, it's not going to work, and it would be just a disaster. Whereas if I get a list of these people entered, then we'll do random generators of, like, you know, since everyone who enters will be assigned a row in a spreadsheet, then your row number will be the winning number. So if there's 62 entrants, I go generate a number between 1 and 62. You see? Science, baby! Or whatever this is. Tech geek, baby! So, that's running, and I'll do the draw with the Blessing of Jamaica in on Friday evening, and we'll also, as I say, because you'll be picking a song, we'll do like, there'll be a short list. So if you're in the top 10 or 12, there'll be 12 songs sung, and then someone wins a voucher. So easy peasy, yeah. Folkdope.com and off you go. How many of you have had a go at that yet? I could look it up right now just to be sure it's working. What's it called? Or I could waste your time staring at a screen, you going, play a song, Dan. I'll do that instead then. Do you hear the birds though? They're noisy. Oh, I knew a girl a long time ago, always wore a black trench coat and had piercings from head to toe. Her face was painted white as snow. She wasn't from around these parts. She wasn't from around these parts. They called her Gothic girl. Ah, they sure were cruel, the Gothic girl. They called her Gothic girl. Ah, they sure were cruel, the Gothic girl. Well, all the narrow-minded folk around the town, they often spoke of evil powers she could invoke. One day it went beyond a joke. They done gone buried her alive. They done gone buried her alive. Here lies the Gothic girl. Ah, they sure were cruel, the Gothic girl. Here lies the Gothic girl. Ah, they sure were cruel, the Gothic girl. Well, I knew what they'd done was wrong, so I waited till they had gone, then dug her up and pulled her out, breathed air back into her mouth, and then we hit the dusty trail to build a new life for ourselves. Here lies just me and Gothic girl. I don't take away my Gothic girl. Here lies a Gothic girl. No one can harm my Gothic girl. It's a little ditty. Thank you, Simon. I'm glad you still got that promo CD. A little B-side, you could call it. Thank you, Nicola. Alright, what about this Pearl Jam tune, huh? What's it gonna be? You know what it is? It's James Taylor. No. What's the Pearl Jam? There's a light when my baby's in my arms. There's a light when the window shades are drawn. Hesitate when I feel I may do harm to her. Dust it off, 'cause this feeling we can share. And I know she's reached my heart in thin air. Yes, I know she's reached my heart in thin air. Valentine is reflected in our pond. There's a cloud, but the water remains calm. Reaching in sun's fingers touch the dawn to pass. Even now, it's a precious thing to bear. And I know she's reached my heart in thin air. Yes, I know she's reached my heart in thin air. It's not in our lives to presume love can keep on moving in both directions. How to be happy and true is the quest we're taking on together. Taking on, taking on, There's a light where my baby's in my arms. And I know she's reached my heart in thin air. And I know she's reached my heart in thin air. Yes, I know she's reached my heart in thin air. And I know she's reached my heart. Tell you what I forgot to do. At 1 minute and 17 seconds, 1 hour and 17 minutes of streaming later, we didn't turn off our Instagram, which can mean only that it's took a buckle inside. It's probably already stopped. I think they only get 60 minutes. So there it is. Live and learn. I was having too much fun. Of course, I've said this before. If you want the full panoramic experience, you don't want to be on Instagram, since it's all portraits. No such thing as landscapes. Here's another Pearl Jam song for Ross and Lucy, if you're still about. See about tuning. Song's called Immortality from their third album, Vitality. Vacate is the word. Vengeance has no place for me or her. Cannot find a comfort in this world. Artificial tears, vessels stab next up, volunteers, vulnerable wisdom can't adhere. The true wind moves on, and I wish to hold on. Found a trapdoor in the sun. Immortality. whiskers in the sea. The true wind moves on, it cannot stay long. Some die just to Thank you very much. Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam, Pearl Jam, Pearl Jam Jam. Okie dokie. What's the time? 5 to 9. Hang one's knickers on the line. Okay, I'm going to take a breather for a couple of minutes. Just a tiny one. And when I return, more tunes, yes? Alright, well, let's not beat around the bush. I'll turn on my iTunes and get those little backing tracks going. So, catch you in 10 minutes. You won't even miss me. I suggest. The hard drive will start up and then it'll play the song. Let me see. Come on. Here we go. This time I may know. So, catch you in 10 minutes. You won't even miss me. The hard drive will start up and then it'll play the song. Let me see. Come on. Here we go. This time I may know. So, catch you in 10 minutes. You won't even miss me. Here we go. This time I made
So was anyone else enjoying that sonic cacophony my dad's just told me about? That was not my intention. I think everyone knows how to mute their TVs or devices. Just finishing my toast, hold on. Five, four, three, two. That. Yay! Technical difficulties. Give it up for. That was one of the things I did have a handle on, was the sort of background beats in the background, but don't know, it's all gone wrong. Just another hour of music till about 10ish or something. If you want tunes in the background for whatever it is you're doing, or maybe this is what we're doing, and if that's what you're doing, good. But if I don't have your undivided attention, that's fine also. Let me know what it is you're up to with your other hand or ear or eyeball or whatever it is for that matter. And permit me, if you will, to sign these jokers up again on, what do you call it, Instagram. This is beginning to get kind of annoying. Come on screen, that's you. Remove channel, then add the channel. Bear with me a sec. Copy. Not that. I have to do this every time. Why do you subject me to this, Dan? Yay, and it's alive again. Which can then mean headphones on, sing songs. And all will be well with the world. Apartments, 3 a.m. Staff cuts have soaked up the overage. Directives are posted, no callbacks, complaints. Everywhere is calm. Hong Kong is present, Taipei wakes up. Talk of circadian rhythm. I see today with a newsprint frame. My night is colored. At a gray day sleeper, day sleeper, day sleeper. The bull and the bear are marking their territories. They're leading the blind with their international glory. I am the screen, the blinding light. I'm the screen, our
work at night, I see today with a newsprint frame. My night is colored, headache gray. Don't wake me with so much. Daysleeper. I cried the other night. I can't even say why. Fluorescent flat, caffeine lights. It's furious balancing. I am the screen, the blinding light. I'm the screen. I work at night. I see today with a newsprint frame. My night is colored, headache gray. Don't wake me with so much. The ocean machine is set tonight. I'll squeeze into heaven and Valentine. My bed is pulling me. Gravity. Day sleeper. Day sleeper. Day sleeper. Day sleeper. Day sleeper. Hello, Harry, and good evening to you, sir. Just spent an hour with Martin Simpson. Do you know Blues runs the game? Good evening, Gary Bell. You're very welcome to the second half here, folks. Hello, Sharon, just getting in from the Gary. The garden. You're very welcome. Anytime, sure. That's it. Make the most of it out there while the sun's out. Blues run the game, Harry. Let's have a look. I shall dig up the words. Jackson C. Frank. How does that usually go? Just a wee reminder to check out Willin' by Little Feet. Okay, Nicky. I try to keep tabs of all my wee reminders, so at least stick them in a folder for me to look at one day going, must look at that. What would be the chords, you suppose, for the Blues run the game while I have one tab open when you can have two, I always say. And I might have a clue what key to do this. I've busked this at my house a couple of times. And here I am at my house. There's every chance I can busk this. Well. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I've gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues, they're all the same. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Me and room service, honey, me and room service, mama, me and room service, oh, we're living the life of sin. When I'm not drinking, baby, you are on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, sleeping, honey, when I'm not sleeping, oh, you're gonna find me crying. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have gone, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have gone, the blues, they run the game. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Me and room service, honey, me and room service, baby, me and room service, so we're living a life of sin. Some more, eh? No? Maybe tomorrow, honey, someplace down the line, I'll wake up older, so much older, mama. I'll wake up older and I'll just stop all my trying. Living is a gamble, baby, loving's much the same. Wherever I have played, wherever I've thrown them dice, wherever I have played the blues, they run the game. It's a lovely song. It's a lovely, lovely song. Hope you like that one. Thank you, Harry, for the suggestion. Ah, no. Alright, let's lift this party up. Slonk. Another thing I meant to do is turn this light on over here. There we go. A little bit more. Mood lighting. It's beer o'clock. Cheers, everybody. I actually had a beer at 6 o'clock before I came up here, thanks to Mr. Ross, who went out in search of Jamaica in Guinness, but the queue was substantial, so he turned on his heel and got Smithwick's from Curly's and proffered one to me. I thought, well, I do have to cycle up here, but I'll stick to the footpaths, it'll be alright. You are not a tuneful guitar tonight, are you? Thank you, Harry. I like apples. Golden Delicious, please. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings we're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, ain't nothing can harm you. Mommy and Daddy standing by. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush, little baby, don't you glug, 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 glug. Have you seen my lady? She's the queen of this whole town. Have you seen my lady? She's the queen of this whole town. She's all dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready to fall in love. Well, have you seen my lady? She's been searching for her king. Talking about my lady. She's at one with everything. She's all dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready to fall in love. Thank you, Paul. She's all dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready. All dressed up and ready to fall in love. Well, have you seen my lady? She's the queen of this whole town. Bring her forest flowers. To decorate her crown. She's all dressed up and ready. All
took a shower just before I came on here and let my hair naturally dry, and it's just dried to the point where it's just landed on the bridge of my nose and just tickled me the whole way through that song. I was like, I can't wait for this to be over. So I go like, ah, that's better. Happy birthday, Paul. I know you don't have problems such as these, but cheeky dig. I hope you're having a good birthday, mate. You got a wee drink of beer and a bit of sun on a sunny Sunday. And Ross was telling me that New Zealand had a rugby match, so don't know if you caught any of that. I was saying to him, you know, there's nothing I could think of for lowering your immune system than getting dumped by a New Zealand flipping fullback. Can you think of one? If I was playing, I wouldn't be. I'd come down with the cold, I think, after that, let alone the COVIDs. Alright, so Neil Young, what?
Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you. Old man, look at my life, 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise, it makes me think it too. Love lost such a cost, give me things that don't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole way through. Oh, one look in my eyes, you can tell that's true. Lullabies, look in your eyes, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, don't mean that much to you. I've been first and I've been last. Look at how the time runs past. Well, I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole way through. Oh, one look in my eyes, you can tell that's true. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you.
One of my favourites there, it's Neil Young, Old Man from Harvest. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream. Let's all pat ourselves on the back. Thank you very much, folks, for your chat. Keep it coming, keep me on my toes. Any chance of Romance in Durango? Dan, I do not know of that song, Anne Alexander. So I will have to take a screenshot and go look it up. What's Julia doing? Yes, well, yeah, that's a good, what do you call it? That's a good business model. No, I mean, I would go as low as 3 a hit. If you have 20 people in your garden, take 60 quid and that would be lovely. Type of thing, but we'll see. So I'm gonna flip and put my website together, and sure half of you have been paying enough that I'd be coming around to your house for free anyway. He's been very good to me. But for anyone who hasn't or is looking to help keep me afloat, prints and records still available. You know what the print looks like. I'm sure half a banger has it by now, but I've even taken to remote gifting. That goes for, I sent one over to Brian Morrison's son, because Brian Morrison had already got a record and already got a print, and I'm just essentially lacking enough original, what do you call it, merchandise. So what is it called? Is it Folk Dope or limited run at Folk Dope? I'll just send it across. Pardon me. Got it. For anyone who's out shopping or thinking Christmas is round the corner, Blues Run the Game, that's not the right link. And he's killed the chat room. Yay! Hold on. Come back, chat. Always on top, says the chat. Only it's not. It's vanished. That's weird. I've totally turned it off, I think. I'll sign back in. A JavaScript error occurred, by the way, folks. Fascinating. Reload. That's what you get for trying to do some self-promotion, Dan. Well, how many's on? We've got 17 on Dolbro Dan's page and 5 on YouTube, and 7 on my personal page, and all other platforms I'm either invisible or can't tell how many viewers there are. If you're seeing me from space, you're welcome. We come in peace. Some of us, most of us. Mum says some Irish songs. Alright, you know, Dad's doing the typing, as we can tell by now. Hold on. And I'll dig up my books. Yeah. Sharon, that'd be cool. Out in Lurgan. Wow, that'd be lovely. Little drive. And say it's the right time of year for that sort of malarkey anyway, so I'll get something in place. Okay, looking for a keyboard. Bear with me, 'cause I am so slow. Getting there. Now we're going to blast out a few. Sharon, keep an eye out for the postman. I did put something in the box for you. It's an irregular shape, unfortunately, so I do hope it all stays in, stays together. You know, when you sort of masking tape two things together. So should be hurtling your way to Lurgan now. I hope it finds you well early this week. I think we got it away on Thursday or something. It's called Black is the Colour. Black is the color
my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She's the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands. I love the ground whereon she stands. I love my love, and well she knows. I love the ground whereon she goes. I wish the day it soon would come when she and I could be as one. I'll go to the Clyde and I'll mourn and weep, for satisfied I ne'er can be. I'll write her a letter, just a few short lines, and suffer death 1,000 times. For black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She's the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands. I love the ground whereon she stands. I love the ground whereon she stands.
Wow, wow, wow. I wonder, did you get away in your boat, Simon, yet? We saw some headers out, and you know, this time of year, Lidl starts selling inflatables and so forth, and parked up at Sea Park outside of Hollywood for chips the other day, and some peoples were clambering into one of these, making a scene. But it's that kind of weather, isn't it? I think the regatta was going to be on this, or was it? It wasn't even a regatta. It was a big full-on yachting race competition, sort of all England or all UK wide, and Ireland and everywhere. They were coming up to Bangor. The Royal Ulster Yacht Club and the Marina had me booked for a couple there, but it wasn't to be. Never mind. Aha, bit more extra body there. Down a busy street, staring solely at his feet, clutching pictures of past lovers at his side. Stood at the table where she sat and removed his hat in respect of her presence. Presents her with the pictures and says, "These are just ghosts that broke my heart before I met you. These are just ghosts that broke my heart before I met you." Up his little heart, unlock the door that kept it dark,
read a written warning saying I'm still mourning over ghosts, over ghosts, over ghosts, over ghosts that broke my heart before I met you. Lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. Another Ken and Simon gets E Honda. Cool, cool, cool. At least it's working. He went crazy at 19, said he lost all his self-esteem and couldn't understand why I was crying, 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 crying. He would stare at empty chairs, think of the ghost that once sat there, the ghost that broke his heart, oh, the ghost that broke my heart, the ghost that broke his heart, oh, the ghost that broke, the ghost, 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 the ghost that broke my heart before I met you. Lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. He said, I'm so sad, not at all well. Was done and those all through. I've been following, following you. Day was done and though it was all over, we were just two lovers crying on each other's shoulders. I said, lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. Oh, I said, lover, please do not fall to your knees. It's not like I believe in everlasting love. Never you mind, Angie. You can always watch it tomorrow or the next day. Until YouTube or Facebook go, this is taking up too many gigabytes, get off with it. Then carry on watching it and catch up if you've got phone calls. You've got phone calls. I know only too well the pain of being phoned. And you're like, I'm trying to not be phoned. Could you not phone me? I'm doing my utmost to avoid answering the phone. Here's a tune called McAlpine's Fusiliers. As down the glen came McAlpine's men with their shovels slung behind them. 'Twas in the pub they drank their sub, and it's up in the spike you'll find them. They sweated blood and they washed down mud with pints and quarts of beer. And now we are on the road again with McAlpine's Fusiliers. I stripped to the skin with the darky flint, way down upon the Isle of Grain. But Horseface Tool said I knew the rule, no money if you stop for rain. McAlpine's god was the well-filled hod with your shoulders cut to bits and seared. And woe to he went to look for tea with McAlpine's Fusiliers. I remember the day the Bear O'Shea fell into a concrete stairs. But Horseface said when he saw him dead, well, it wasn't what the rich call prayers. I'm a nappy short was the one retort that reached unto my ears. For when the going is rough, you must be tough with McAlpine's Fusiliers. Russian check and pull. On shuddering jams up in the hydro dams and down below the Thames in a hole. I've grafted hard and I got my cards, and many's a gagger's fist across me ear. So if you pride your life, don't join by Christ with McAlpine's Fusiliers.
It's a good one out. Steve, I wish is the short answer. I was doing weekend outdoor gigs. I see the Jamaican are doing takeaway pints. Would be a great venue besides the boathouse. Beside the boathouse there, folks, we need some people power to make that kind of thing. It's like they start selling pints and then everyone's drinking outside, and that's just fine. But what happens? Cops come by. Stop drinking out here. You buy your drinks, you bugger off, take them away home with you, sort of thing. You're like, we need alcohol zones. We need like Germany where they're just like, go ahead, knock your socks off. Let's buy a drink it wherever you like drinking it, like down the Seacliff Road, and then give people their space and all of that there. That's what I would do. The drinking rules, I mean, we don't have that in this country, and we don't have it in the UK, we don't have it anywhere like that. But just one of those funny little things, it's instilled in you then, to hide your carry out, I remember going when I was over there in Germany with Dave, and we were walking around a quaint little village, Svenja and Lucas is Svenja's village. I was telling you about Plech and the whole drinking for 5 days straight kind of business, but that wee village of hers is about the size of Groomsport, so we're walking about the park and beers and stuff like that, and then you'll see some woman out walking the dog, and the arm will go like arm will go down like you're just instinctively hiding the beer, just out of even courtesy, I'd say, to be like, don't be seen to be out drinking in the street. But those are the problems they don't have over there, where you walk into an off license and the man says to you, have you a bottle opener? No. Do you need one? Yeah, okay. And then he opens your beer and you walk down the street drinking a beer, or you walk out of the Spar or the equivalent thereof. So yeah, I wish that it would be great if they went, you know what, let's give that business a leg up. But yeah, it's straight up bad. It's culture. It wouldn't end pretty, like, if you just go ahead and let every hallion out drinking. We're just not bred that way. Haven't the wit. I mean, even the park drunks in Germany are just like, they're nice guys, You don't walk through the park going, there's a bunch of alcos. Maybe not. You go, oh yeah. And they go, alright. They're doing their job, It's like Mary Poppins. It would be super sweet if they relaxed. Even as I say, they're a bit tentative, getting pardon me, getting scared of getting liable for even that little venture. I mean, Mr. Kieran Gilmore will be fighting for live gigs and festival-esque things as soon as he can get wade through the red tape, but there isn't any red tape. It's all just, we don't know, just stay away from everybody and use a face mask, and we'll work the rest out as we come. So what can I tell you? Germans are tidier. Yep. They'll put their bottles away in the where they need to go to be recycled. Could be singing Bob Dylan right about now, couldn't I? Ow. know you know what I mean. No one likes to see small businesses go or get hit hard times, and pubs and restaurants that are now having to moonlight as takeaway places is it's not natural, you know. Frankly, you go to a restaurant, you go and sit inside the blooming place. You don't stick it in your car and polystyrene boxes and eat it. We need to get through that and get back to normality, because we've got takeaway as takeaway and collection, and come to your house with a man with little silver tubs, or tinfoil tubs, and that's your Chinese and your Indian and all the rest of it. But pubs and restaurants, you need to go and get in and sit down, and yeah, no, we need all that back ASAP, I think. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Though I know that evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me, I'm branded on my feet. I have no one to meet, and my ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Well, take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped, my hands can't feel the grip, my toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere, I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way, I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Or you might hear laughing, skipping, singing madly across the sun. It's not aimed at anyone, it's just escaping on the run. And but for the sky there are no fences facing. And if you hear vague traces of skipping reels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just a shadow you're seeing that he's chasing. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning I'll come following you.
far from the blasted reach, the haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Yes, to dance beneath the diamond sky with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. There. Thank you for liking, sharing, and doing whatever that was. Thank you, Ruth Mulligan. Appreciate that. I think I've heard of her before. That name rings a bell. Ah, dear. Play Moni Mishimo. Play it yourself, John. Thank you very much. Press play on that button and play that inane little thingy-ma-burble. It's a video on YouTube for all you guys. It's my ode to Who's Your Man? Passenger. Here's a wee tune called Dandelion Blues. Meet a girl, she moves soft eyes and pulls you in the game. Perhaps you do not notice her reason or her name. You follow her out of the room, how sweet her body flows. Said to take it easy, make it lazy, that's the way to go. I do believe it's easy, I do believe it's easy, I do believe it's easy, my love, don't even have to try. Your flute or pick your string to hear the music grow. Maybe you'll stand by a while, it all comes through your soul. Well, maybe you'll hear magic sounds that call you to your heart, and gently you'll follow down, view yourself apart. I do believe it's easy, I do believe it's easy, I do believe it's easy, my love, don't even have to try. Oh, well, if the moon's a toothy smile, you meet a whirling wind, blows you clear to nowhere and forgets where you came in. And if don't cause a worry or be sorry that you came, you may laze along there for a spell, oh buddy, and then come back to your name. I do believe it's easy, I do believe it's easy, I do believe it's easy, my love, don't even have to try. Your man gets busted and you hope to go his fine, bounced off to jail, well then I guess he's doing fine. Oh well, if your man gets busted and you hope to go his bail, you may laze along just how sweet woman and set it on the line. I do believe it's easy. I do believe it's easy. I do believe it's easy. My love don't even have to try.
Thank you very much. That's incredible. The incredible string band. Robin Williamson and pals. What am I doing here? I had another one in mind. Oh dear. Tell you another wee interesting thing that came to mind there concerning, we were talking about brewing your own. A lot of folks last week were saying that they were in the midst of brewing some beer or cider or wine, I guess. You can do all kinds. So there's a bit of a, in terms of contrast and comparison between about what you can do over here and what you can't do over, say, in Germany, as I was remarking, because now I've loads of I have friends out there and all of the rest of it. Well, you can't go about picking apples that are growing all over the place. Orchards are coming down with them, and you can't go and brew your own. It is not. It is verboten. It's like, you cannot do that. Yeah, but can I not just, it's for personal consumption? I just want to make myself some homebrew? No. It's illegal. Whereas we can walk into the shops and buy kits and brew it and drink it. Can't do that in Germany. So, there you go. Chalk and cheese, or just sort of swings and roundabouts. Is that it? Now, granted, if you could walk around drinking your own moonshine and say, well, I brewed it myself so I can drink it in the street if that's okay, but intoxication in the street is a no-go. Big Dylan heads, thank you, Suzanne. Any Big Dylan heads have this one, the bootleg series 1 to 3, just to dispel that myth once and for all that Bob Dylan can't sing. Chose not to sing would have been a more appropriate way to put it, because the song I'd like to give you is I can't get close to how good he sings, and it says in it, or if I can find it, and I'll read it to you. Loads of class ones in here. Loads and loads of good songs. What am I even looking for? Aha! And it says here, it's ironic that this recording was made when some traditionalists were complaining that the 22-year-old Dylan couldn't even sing properly. Remember the jibe of the coffee house owner recounting in Talking New York. Come back some other day, you sound like a hillbilly. We want folk singers here. This, though, is spine-tingling stuff, and Dylan's sweet, cracked country voice soars and dives in pitch, often taking in several notes in a single breath, as the song's lyrics demand, from the yearning, hopeless aspirations of God bless them pretty women, I wish they were mine, to the world-weary disgust of when the bottle gets emptied, sure life ain't worth a damn. Dylan once spoke of his own songs as being exercises in tonal breath control. The phrase may be aptly applied to the performance here, and if anyone should ever dare question Bob Dylan's ability as a singer, play them this track. If Moonshiner doesn't convince them, nothing will. You heard it there first. This has been published years ago, but just got to disseminate the information, you know.
I've been for 17 long years. I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. I'll go to some hollow and set up my still. And if whiskey don't kill me, then I don't know what will. I'll go to some bar room and drink with my friends, where women don't follow, to see what I spend. God bless them pretty women, I wish they was mine. Their breath is as sweet as the dew on the vine. Hey, Johnny. Let me eat when I'm hungry. Let me drink when I'm dry. Loan me dollars when I'm hard up. Religion when I die. The whole world is a bottle, and life is but a dram. And when the bottle gets emptied, it sure ain't worth a damn. 'Cause I've been a moonshiner for 17 long years. I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. God bless them pretty women, I wish they was mine. Their breath is as sweet as the dew on the vine. It's a wee bit of Bob Dylan, a song called Moonshiner, obviously like a sort of mad cool folk song that he picked up. And Tony, I see you're on YouTube there, but you might get it, but you might not, because this is, if it's published by Sony Columbia, then they kind of say to YouTube, get that off YouTube, get people listening to it. So get it on YouTube Music, definitely, get it on Spotify, but you won't get you won't be able to just type it in and look for a bootleg or look for an upload, because there's so little Dylan on YouTube except official Dylan. So go looking, but definitely go find that. It's harmonica and it's up a key or two. It's fierce. It's a great song. Yes. All right. Alrighty. I'll bounce across here to look to see if anyone's chucked, or I'll think of a song or two while
song requests. Wish you were here. Okay, Jackie, not a bad idea. It's been ages. Simon's got a couple there in the hat as well. And as I say, if I can leap across to that. Oh dear, how long? I'll get it. Hang on. I'm gonna get singing any second now. I'm gonna sing some songs. But in the meantime, right. I want to invite you, of course, to the Jam In gift card giveaway. We've had 20 responses today. Yay. And several of you have suggested that it's a Dolbro Dan song you want to hear. Nicola, Ross, Simon, Victor, Angie, Covelin, Amy, Jane Bailey, and Johnny Cowley. These are all in the hat, and that'll be fun. And games come Friday week. Or not Friday week, this Friday coming, yeah? So, if you're watching on Instagram, there is a link. There's a picture, to be honest, in my thingy-mabobs. You can go type in folkdope.com, but failing that, the link in the description, as they say, links you to that thing called Linktree, and it's the first thing amidst all that. So, you're very welcome. Participate as you will. The Jamaican kindly have given me 20 quid voucher just to sort of drum up a bit of frickin' good business for them, and hopefully it'll get a few more views on my stream. So that's very kind of them. So thank you, Jamaica. I'll say thanks to the rest of you who are watching and sticking around as I'm singing songs on YouTube and Facebook, and a couple of you on Twitch. Right, changing key. Walk on part in a war for a lead role in a Excuse me, it's just me on my own. No David Gilmour solos to be had that time around. Thank you, Jackie. Thinking outside the box and thinking of songs we haven't done in ages and ages. Wish it was here. Wish we're at the Rabbit Rooms. Okay, I got other tunes in mind maybe, hey? I'll give it a whirl, hey? Dawn McLean, Vincent, Starry, Starry Night. Let's go look it up. I'm sure I can busk it. Let's give it a try. You have persistently, and persistence is key when it comes to getting Dan to learn to play a song. squeaky wheel gets the grease. That is how it runs. So I will, after seeing you requesting it patiently, I will give it a try. Let me see. I got a tickle. Did I just hear my dad shrieking pain? Like, don't play that song kind of way. But we're doing it anyway, so. Don Mclean. Head's going. Vincent lyrics plus. Oh my. Oh my my. That's a lot of words. We'll give it a couple of verses. Nice wee finger picky one, I think. I'll be approximating. Hey guys, I just fixed up an existing tab purely because the second and third verses do not match the chords. Oh good, this fills me with so much confidence. Maybe he's made improvements, maybe he's wrecked it. Let's get the find a key. What you tried to say to... I might go down a hair, will I? Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and grey. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadow on the hills, sketch the trees and daffodils. Catch the breeze, the winter chills in colors of the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they do not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Scroll down a wee bit. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly breeze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflecting Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue, morning fields of amber grain, weathered lights, weathered faces lined in pain, are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they do not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. What is it called? Extended chorus? Never mind. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless head on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget, like the strangers that you've met, the ragged men in ragged clothes, the silver thorn, the bloody rose, lies crushed beneath the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never will. Ta-da! Vincent by Don Mclean. Class song. Covered a lot. I know enough to get by, but I hope that was okay, Angie. Thank you, Nicola. Very supportive in my attempts to busk tunes. Now then, what were we on about? Johnny, what were you saying here? Can I catch up on this chat? Oops. You went to see Roger Waters twice in one weekend a couple of years back, once in Glasgow and once in Birmingham. Reason being, a Scottish couple spent the entire gig in Scotland chatting behind me for the first gig, and I implored them to respect the setting, and I take it then you quickly, promptly, so got home, ordered another ticket and flew out again. Alright. Or were you living on the mainland? When I got to Birmingham, I explained to those around me what had happened the previous weeks. Week. Ah, my word. Humans, what are you going to do with them? Couple of guys did that at Ray Davies' gig at the waterfront. I swear. Aye. Why pay the money? You know, just to wreck someone else's night. Anyway. I suppose that's one advantage of the old remote gigging. You can be screaming at the top of your lungs and it's not putting anybody off. It's not putting me off, that's for sure. For a harmonica here, and I will attempt a Donovan tune called The Ballad of the Crystal Man, which comes up once in a while. I'd say the definitive is definitely the one I recorded because I practiced it and premeditated it, and we were in a recording studio naturally, of course, so I had a couple of goes at it, but it is a lovely tune. The only thing is, it's like, you hear about these people, these metalers, or they cut corners. They'll like mute strings, or they'll take strings out, or they'll like what's the term? Yeah, they'll just dampen a string so they can shred and do solos and stuff like that and not risk the bum note. Well, if I'm playing this... Hey, Ramblin' Boy, how are you, mate? But if everything's going well, then you go... And that's just... That doesn't sound so bad. On my other guitar, it was like blong, totally atonal. But we need a harmonica. Oh, G. G doesn't sound so bad, frankly. Yeah, I would be pissed if I was at Ray Davies and someone was just yapping away like that. Would just, you know those outdoor gigs where people get overexcited and throw their pints? Yeah, it'd be one of them, just like, have my drink, go home soggy. Quite freely. I'll leave your children with their toys of peppermint and candy. Oh, seagull, I don't want your wings, I don't want your freedom in a lie. I pray your dreams of vivid screams of children dying slowly. As you polish up your guns, your real self be reflected. Oh, seagull, I don't want your wings, I don't want your freedom in a lie. Your latest game, you're playing with your blackest queen. Damn your souls and curse your grins, I stand here in a fading dream.
Ah, seagull, I don't want your wings, I don't want your freedom in a lie. As you fill your glasses with the wine of murdered Negroes, thinking not of beauty that twins like morning sun glow. Oh, seagull, I don't want your wings, I don't want your freedom. Oh, seagull, I don't want your wings, I don't want your freedom. Oh, seagull, I don't want your wings, I don't want your freedom in a lie. Yeah, it's a lovely one. It's Donovan, mid-60s folk classic. And yeah, one of my faves. It always reminds me of pardon me as I say, when I first got a couple of videos up on YouTube. It was 3 songs taken from Ben's access to his to the studio in University of West England, because he was doing engineering with sound engineering, engineering, and then the option to go and use the studio. So we recorded like Hollis Brown and Catch the Wind, and then I came back about a year later, because I'd come over once in a while to visit, and he'd organised a gig in Notting Hill. We were obviously having to go from Bristol to Notting Hill to track down road trip to London, and first we recorded those songs. I didn't have a guitar with me or anything like that. I was borrowing someone's, and it was a nice guitar, just hadn't been played. It was a Martin, but sort of dead strings, but there you had it. Had to make do. And then we jumped in the car, drove all the way to London, and went to like the Millennium Dome, which was just about staying open, about to get knocked down. I think it was like the last gig they were going to do in it or something. It was a big all-night ravey thing. Not usually my bag, but first at the gig in Notting Hill. Quite the busy day, like land, studio, gig in Notting Hill, which was like a pay to play almost. If you didn't bring enough fans, the venue would charge you. If you brought more than enough fans, they'd take their cut and then pay you. So if you brought like over 25 fans, they'd take their 80 quid and you'd get if it was a 5 or 8 quid at the door. I don't remember the maths, but I think we weren't charged for playing, which was nice. But obviously I didn't have a London fan base, so I don't know how we spun the numbers. And then yeah, off to this mad rave till whatever time, and then poor Rachel, my cousin, had us put up. She was staying with her friend Emma, and Emma was working the next day, and the 4 of us headers were in. I was trying to be considerate as ever, but the rest of them, burning the midnight oil, so to speak. And then what do you think? I think they left their car parked somewhere completely not. Would have done. I think you could have parked it from like midnight till 7 in the morning, and then some traffic warden would be out wrecking the place. So someone had to jump out of bed after 3 minutes sleep and try and move the car. It wasn't me. I didn't. It's just like, why'd you park it there? I think they got a ticket anyway, so they got, yeah. But there we have it. Anecdotes about yesteryear, and as I say, that Ballad of the Crystal Man must be up on YouTube about 10 years by now, I'm sure. Could you do Turquoise? Turquoise is, as I recall, Robert, it's like pretty much an instrumental, isn't it? Or am I thinking of gotta look from a Donovan here. Heads Away. What's the one that's literally an instrumental? Nice wee instrumental. Tangerine Puppet. Sorry, different colour. He's big on colours, isn't he? Hence writing that song about colours. Right.
Winding down, folks. I hope you have enjoyed. We're over the 3-hour mark, so I don't know even if you are still watching on Instagram. Can I take a look to see? And then we'll do a couple of closers here. Do get your name in the hat for the 20 quid food voucher. I'll be plugging that all week, but pretty much only applicable to anyone who's within a hound's gale of Bangor. So, Ramblin' Boy, you'd need to get the boat to make it worth your while. What am I even looking up? Oh yes, it's called Instagrams. May have knocked it off by now anyway. Right, I think that explains that. I'm not live on Instagram because it kicks you off. Ow, my hearing. So, here's one called After Hours by the Velvet Underground. Oh, I am live. Hello, Instagram. If you close the door, the night would last forever. Leave the wine glass out and drink a toast to never. All the people are laughing and they're having such fun. I wish this could happen to me, but if you close the door, I'd never have to see the day again. If you close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the sun shine out and drink a toast to never. Well, someday I know someone will look into my eyes and say hello, you're my very special one. But if you close the door, I'd never have to see the day again. Dark party bars, shiny Cadillac cars, and the people on subways and trains, looking grey in the rain as they stand disarrayed. Oh, but people look well in the dark. Well, if you close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the wine glass out and drink a toast to never. Well, someday you're laughing and the people such fun. I wish this could happen to me, but if you close the door, I'd never have to see the day again. Dark party bars, shiny Cadillac cars, and the people on subways and trains, looking grey in the rain as they stand disarrayed. Oh, but people look well in the dark. Well, if you close the door, the night could last forever. Leave the sun shine out and say goodbye to never. All the people are laughing and they're having such fun. I wish this could happen to me, but if you close the door, I'd never have to see the day again. I'd never have to see the day again once more. I'd never have to see the day again. Okay. Any other mad requests? My pillow has stopped working, so it's time I got off this chair. 20 responses. Any further responses to this competition? 20 responses. Alright. Well, good odds for the 20 of you that have participated. 1 in 20 chance of winning. 20 quid. Okay. Folsom Prison Blues. Well, let's give it a blast. No, Jackie, please.
much for company this evening. Wishing well to Angie and Johnny and Steve and Deborah and Jackie and Neil, and I can't see any other names. You'll have to chuck me a goodbye message. Where's a few? There's 20 or so. Let me see. Can't do maths. Yeah, 32. Thanks so much. Kid, how are you? Good night. I hear that train a-comin', it's a-rollin' round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom prison, time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Anton. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Cheers, Tony. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, if they freed me from that prison, if that railroad track was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Deborah. Well, track is mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Night rambler boy, and I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Oh dear, you're very welcome, Simon Reed. Thank you very, very much. Strictly cash. Except PayPal. Take care, buddy. Thank you very much, mate. Wasn't it, Simon, you did drive past me at the little roundabout near the Savoy, wasn't it you? The car was all dark and you got past me and I was like, wasn't that you? Just clarify, I was waving at the right. Bearded man with a flat cap on. Alright, one for the road. Put that B in tune for the last song, will I? Since it's been out the entire gig. E flat. No, I need really. Or what are we looking at here? F sharp, because if I don't, oh grief, no. Excuses. Do without it. by next May it'll be ready to move into. I do it all in the 11th bar. It's a wonder I've even come this far. Thanks for sharing, Johnny. You're welcome. I'll say for a rainy day in June. I'll say for a rainy day in June. Oh, I'll say for a rainy day in June. Maybe by next May I'll have enough to survive the monsoon. I've looked high and I've looked low, checked under 100 stones, searching for my four-leaf clover. If you find it, please let me know. I'll quit all my bad habits in June. I'll quit all my bad habits in June. Oh, I'll quit all my bad habits in June. But long before May, I'll be howling at the next full moon. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Born in October, oh, I'm a Scorpio. Don't ask me what that means. I swear I don't know. All I know for sure is I won't go very far, because I lost my four-leaf clover. If you find it, please let me know. Ready, please? All right. Woo-wee. Yep. Folks, thank you so much for your company, comments, smiley faces, Street Fighter gifts, and so forth. I'm actually wearing my Street Fighter t-shirt tonight because I found it in the drawer and it was clean, you know, usual rules. I hope you had a good night. I hope you guys have a nice week. These are all very lovely people. I want to see you in the real world ever so soon. So Dan's music makes the world a better place. Well, I see that written, Simon. Yes, thank you very much. We tote bag I got from the PRS. But this is it. This is good night. We've done a good 3 hours and 25 minutes, more or less, and hope you've enjoyed the tunes. And if you've missed it or come in late, don't you worry. As I say, I'll tag it and carry on catching up on YouTube if it's preferable on YouTube, just because those wee timestamps don't seem to work on Facebook. So, love yous and leave yous. Until next time, be well, peace and love, and nothing, and I'm going to bed. So, I'm stopping this. What's the way to stop it? I think the way to actually stop it is through the restream thing. So I'm going to go up here and toggle them off, which means good night to one and all. La la la. Cheerio. Disable.